Ever since ChatGPT came out, I've been using AI to make money online in more ways than one. And now with Claude, this is even more powerful, like 50 times more powerful. Claude is not just something that you use to ask for ideas. You can use it as the brain behind your offer. It can help you research your customers, create the strategy, write the copy, build a plan, and really package everything into something that you can actually sell. So today, I'm going to show you 3 lazy ways to make money with Claude. And the first is AI content creation as a service. Now, this method is actually the easiest one to start with. This is where you pretty much help businesses create short form videos or short form content for product videos, ads, or UGC style content without them ever needing to hire a creator, film anything, or spend days trying to figure out, what to post. And the reason this works is simple. Every single business on earth at this point needs content. E-commerce brands need content. Local businesses need content. Apps need content. Service business, they need content. And the problem is most of them either don't know what to make, don't have time to make it, or the content they're making just isn't good. And that's where you come in. You're not selling AI videos. You're selling them more chances to get attention. You're selling them more hooks, more ad variations, more product videos, essentially more content that they can post, test, and learn from. Because realistically, most people don't even know about testing content. To them, that's just something that they've never even heard of. And the easiest way to sell this is to position it as a simple content package. So for example, I'll create 3 short form videos for your product, or I'll create 5 UGC style ad variations for your brand, or I'll create hooks, captions, and short form scripts for your next product launch. You can sell these on Fiverr, but you can also sell it by reaching out directly to your local businesses, especially e-commerce brands, because they really know that content matters and content is what sells. A simple message could be something like, hey, I saw your product and had a few quick video ideas that could work well for your TikTok, for Instagram Reels, or for ads. I can even make you a sample so you can see what it would look like. And that works way better than just saying, hey, I make AI videos, because now you're actually making it specific for their business. Now, there are 2 different ways that you can create this kind of content. The first is the more custom route using Claude and Higgsfield. Now, connecting Higgsfield and Claude is actually super easy. All you have to do is run over to the Higgsfield website. And once you're on here, you need to create an account and then click over here where it says MCP and CLI. And then you're going to go ahead and take this MCP address over here. You're going to go to Claude and you're going to click on customize. You're going to go to connectors, and then you're going to add a custom connector. You're going to go ahead and name it Higgsfield, and you're going to paste in your MCP URL here. Now, I'm not going to do it because it already is connected for me. After you do that, it's going to ask you to sign in. Once you're signed in, then you're going to be able to use Higgsfield through Claude, and it's going to make it so much more efficient. If you want an entire walkthrough on this, I'm going to give you a quick overview on what I did or what I've done and what you can do too. But if you want the entire walkthrough, just check out this video right here. It is also going to be linked at the end. So pretty much what I did is I created a system that, again, you're going to have complete access to if you check out that other video at the end of this video, where you simply just feed it a transcript from a TikTok video along with a few different screenshots. And then it's going to give you an entire plan. It's going to give you different phases. It's going to give you different concepts. And you're going to go through these different concepts. Like, let's say this one, for example, it's recommending us a concept C. So I just simply told it to go ahead, and then it generated this image for me. Now, the image worked based on the screenshots that I gave it, but the box was too big. So I just told it, hey, make the box a little bit smaller. And then it redid it and generated this image over here. So as you can see, the box is actually a lot smaller and everything looks super realistic. Like, she's even in the bathroom, everything in the background looks real. It looks really good. Now, if we keep scrolling through, I approved it. Now it gives us the different scenes. So it's gonna plan out every single scene for your different videos. And when you do that, you can see exactly how they're gonna work. So you have the purpose. This one, for example, shows the product in use. It shows you how long it's going to be, a summary, and even a voiceover. It's going to give you all of the different scenes, and then it's going to create the prompts for you. You don't need to worry about that. That's just so you can take a quick look at it and reference it if you need to. And then once you approve it, then it actually starts generating everything using Higgsfield. So check this one out right here. This is one of the ones that I made. This was scene 3. That's for trust and urgency.
Guys, you need to try these. They work instantly. Look how good this looks.
Now, this in itself was a little bit slow, but if you do give it a little bit of editing and you put all of the different clips together, like this one and this one, like look how good that looks. That looks real. That's crazy. You'll get something that's actually like this one right here.
These eye patches have PDRN in them, and I need everyone to know.
Okay, so I just finished my last one. Let's open a new packet. Look at this texture. It's so satisfying. Super easy to apply. Just press it on. Instant hydration. Love these.
28 individually wrapped patches, perfect for travel. These sell out fast. Tap the link before they're gone.
Now, as you can see, that's actually very good. The video came out great after editing, and you could never tell that it was AI. But if you keep going through, that is what it's going to give you. It's going to give you the different scenes, and then you can go back to it and tell it, look, scene 1 came back as an error. In this case, it was NSFW. Please rewrite the prompt. The cool thing about this, or the good thing about this, is that when something can't be generated, you're going to get your credits back. So you're not going to be wasting credits, but you are going to be wasting credits if, let's say, this video, you don't like how it looks and you want her to be using a different product or something else, or if you want something to change within the actual video. If it was generated and you want to regenerate it, it is going to cost you double. But then scrolling through everything else, that's pretty much what you're going to be getting. After you approve the different scenes, then you're going to get your voiceover. So then you can take this voiceover and you can put it on top of the video like you saw earlier. And then you can just keep adding more to it. You can regenerate different scenes. If you notice while you're editing that, one scene doesn't really fit, you can go ahead and tell Claude to redo it for you. Now, that is the more custom route. Claude helps you figure out the strategy, the angles, the customer, and the script. And then Higgsfield helps you turn that into more visual content with the help of Claude. That can work really well if you want more control and if you're charging more for your content. But it can also take a lot more time and money because you might need to regenerate clips, adjust prompts, test different styles, and sometimes it can really get more expensive depending on what you're creating. So for beginners, or really anyone who just wants the easier version, I'd use CreateUGC. Now, CreateUGC actually makes things a lot easier because it is a lot more straightforward. So let's go ahead and log in really fast. And here we're going to see a few different ones that I had already created in the past for this particular product. But let's go ahead and click on create a new video because you're going to see how much more streamlined and how much easier this is. So if we create a new video, we can go ahead and choose between a product reaction, a product in hand, and an avatar in script. Product reaction is going to be somebody reacting to a product. They're not necessarily going to be having it in their hands. Product in hand, they're actually going to be holding it. And avatar in script is going to be somebody just simply talking to the camera. You can use this as B-roll, you can use this as voiceover, whatever it is that you want. So for this, let's do a product reaction because that's actually one of my favorite ones. And I'm going to use Seedance. I always suggest you use Seedance because that's going to be the best model to use for something like this. Let's go ahead and continue. We're going to paste a link to the product that we want to go ahead and make an ad for. So in this case, I'm going to use the TikTok shop link. I already had this one. This is the one for the jelly eye patches. Then we continue. Then it's going to give you some product details on the product itself. You're going to choose some different references that are going to be shown in the video. So we can just use the 4 that are on here. Click on next. Then we're going to choose our video settings. I'm going to leave it as default. And then we're going to choose our avatar. This part is really important because we want to make sure that the person that's using our product is somebody that would be using our product. I don't think this dude over here will be using it. I mean, you never know. But let's choose somebody that will fit the role a bit better and the scene also fits a little bit better. So let's move to the side. We have a broadcaster. We have Aurora. Valentina at home. This one might actually work well. This is one of the ones that I did earlier. She's one of the AI creators that I used earlier, and it came out really good because 1, she's at home. 2, she looks like she might be getting ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and choose her for this one again. And then we're gonna click on next over here. Now we can choose a voice if we choose to. I like to leave it at the default voice because it usually is the one that sounds the best. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that and click on next. And now we can go ahead and change our script. Now we can choose between funny, selling, or professional, or we can simply add our own script. We can have Claude create a script for us. Just tell it's gonna be 15 seconds and paste it on here. So for this, I am gonna go with more of a selling script. Now after next, we're gonna go ahead and confirm. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now we're gonna have all of the different videos that we've created on here, and you're gonna have something like this one.
Tired eyes got you looking like a nocturnal panda? Slap on Medicube's PDRN pink collagen jelly eye masks and watch those bags disappear. Get your glow on, no magic wand required. Grab you can reduce Canon. Grab your set now.
Okay, so as you saw, it was actually really good. There was a couple of scenes on there that could have been fixed, but with AI, that's just something that's naturally going to happen, whether it be with CreateUGC or with Claude and Higgsfield. There's always going to be something that needs to be fixed. Not all the time, but it's just part of the process. It's part of AI. So luckily, we actually have an edit option over here where we can go ahead and trim down the different parts of the video. And of course, you can always do editing in-house if you know how to use CapCut, which is my recommendation. Go ahead and jump on CapCut, add a couple of effects, and then you can have something like this.
Tired eyes got you looking like a nocturnal panda? Slap on Medicube's PDRN pink collagen jelly eye masks and watch those bags disappear. Get your glow on, no magic wand required. Grab your set now.
Now, as you can see, that's pretty much why CreateUGC is a much easier way to fulfill this service. It's already made for e-commerce style UGC content. So instead of starting from scratch every single time, you can create content that is already built around the types of videos that brands actually need. And that really matters because if you're selling this as a service, speed is going to matter. You don't want to spend 10 hours creating one video if you're really only charging beginner prices. You want a workflow that lets you create multiple variations fast. And that's also how you make the offer a lot more valuable. Instead of selling one video, you can sell a pack. A basic package could be one video. A standard package could be, 3 videos. And a premium package, you could do 5 videos that include captions, different hooks, and basic editing. And now you're not just playing with AI, you have an actual service. Claude can help you with the angles and the messaging, and CreateUGC can help you create the content. And businesses, they get more videos they can actually use. And that's method number 1. But content becomes even more valuable when the business actually has somewhere to send people. Which brings us to method number 2. And the second lazy way to make money with Claude is Shopify store creation as a service. And this is where the offer starts to get bigger because a lot of people want to sell online, but they get stuck before they even launch. They don't have a store, they don't have product pages, they don't know what the homepage should say or what it should look like. And ultimately, they just don't know how to make the brand feel legit. They don't know what the pages actually need, and they definitely don't want to spend weeks building everything manually. So you can offer to create ready-to-launch Shopify stores. And this can be for dropshippers, this can be for local brands, small businesses, creators, people with a product idea, people who already have a product but no real website. And the offer is simple. I'll build you a ready-to-launch Shopify store. You can make this even more specific depending on your customer. So for dropshippers, you can say something like, I'll build you a one-product dropshipping store. Or let's say for creators, I'll build you a merch store. Or local businesses, I'll build your product store so customers can order online instead of having to go to your physical location. And for total beginners just getting started in e-commerce, I'll build your starter Shopify store so you can launch faster and easier. Simple. And just like the first method, you can sell this on Fiverr, or you can reach out to businesses directly. Now, technically, you could ask Claude to help you build a store from scratch, but I wouldn't use Claude as the full store builder. I would use Claude as the branding and the improvement layer, because if you ask Claude to build an entire store, it might just give you a copy. It'll give you sections, layouts, and maybe even code, but you're still missing the real setup. You need a theme. You need the different pages. You need product structures. You need privacy policies. You need shipping policies. You need a way to be able to fulfill orders. And that's why for the actual store creation, I would start with BuildYourStore.ai. And we're going to go to BuildYourStore.ai. And we're going to go ahead and build our free store. Now let's go ahead and start here. Okay, click on Done Now. All right, so let's go ahead and just go through the motions really fast. This is not going to take too long. Let's do fashion and apparel since it's the closest to our current niche. We're going to go ahead and take these 2 banners. We can change them later on. It's not a big deal. Now we're going to go ahead and claim our store really fast. All right, our email is already pre-filled. Go ahead and continue.
Okay, create the account. Let's go ahead and claim our store. All right, now we need to quickly go ahead and activate our store. All right, let's go through here. Now, just so you know, when it comes to activating your Shopify store, there is going to be a trial period. There's always some sort of trial period, and there's always going to be a nice promotion. Right now, it's $1 each month for the next 3 months. And it's been like that, I think, for about just over a year. So it should be that, but if it's not, there's always something going on. All right, so we're good on this part. Let's run back to build your store. Click on I'm done. Now let's go ahead and click on our free beginner store. We want to just keep it basic for now. All right, no thanks. Customize my store. And now what Build Your Store is doing is it's customizing our store. It's actually creating the theme, it's installing everything, it's adding all of our different images, the banners that we chose, all of that. Now we need to register to AutoDS. AutoDS, what it's going to do is it's going to give us access to hundreds, if not thousands, of winning and trending products, like the ones that you see here. Click on the handpicked products. These are all products that are chosen by expert e-commerce owners and dropshippers that pick products that are currently trending that are actually proven to sell. So we're going to have access to an entire database of that. So let's go ahead and register and then click done. And now we need to access our store. Now, when we access our store, what we need to do is going to be to remove the password. So let's run back to Shopify. Let's go ahead and close this out. Let's run over to our online store over here. And then we're going to remove our password. And that's it. Our store is live. Now, before we check it out, let's go ahead and finish this. Go ahead and click through done. We're going to have now, how did you hear about us? Obviously, just put YouTube and put Mario sent me. Long video, and then save and continue. Now, you're going to have an option to go ahead and generate your first viral video using the help of CreateUGC. You can go ahead and click on done. Now we can also register a domain. So if we want to have our own website name, we can go ahead and put that here. So let's say something like mywatchdeluxe.store. It's always going to be a .store domain, not .com. If it's available, you can go ahead and claim it, and you can add your password. So that way later on, you have access to that domain through the account. Good to go here. Now we need to connect it to our Shopify store. To do that, just click on here, go ahead and click on connect existing. And we just put in what we just did. mywatchdeluxe.store. And good to go. Now, it's not going to take effect immediately. It might take up to 24 hours for you to go to that website, and then it'll actually load up your store. But it is pretty quick and it's pretty simple, as you saw. And that's it, we're done. Now you can take a course if you want on how to start dropshipping and learn everything you need to know about e-commerce from one of our very own e-commerce experts, Laurent. So for now, let's check out what we were able to create in 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and close out of this. And our online store, let's view. And this is what it created. So this is what we have. This is very nice. It's converting, it's aesthetic. It's not overbearing, which is what I really like. I don't like websites that are just overcrowded, too much text, too many images, pixelated images. This is very niche focused, which is one of the best part too. So we have all this stuff here. We have our catalog. And if we run to the actual catalog, we have the different products that were imported using AutoDS. So let's go ahead and click into one of these. We have our product page. Everything looks good. We have a nice little animated announcement banner. We have a bundle and save option. We have our different variations. Oh, that's nice. When you click on a different variation, it changes the actual image. So that's good. It's very interactive. Then we have some reviews. We have a nice little section here with some product information. This is great because I don't know if you've seen it before. There's websites sometimes where you have a huge piece of text and a bunch of images later. So overall, looks really good, fully working, ready to start taking sales and actually, taking payments, and it makes it easy for us to fulfill. And then we have AutoDS that's going to actually take care of the fulfillment for us. So that's the basic workflow. Build Your Store, or BYS, builds the store foundation, then Claude helps it feel a lot more custom. And that's the important part. You don't want to deliver something that feels generic because everyone's going to have the same thing. You want to take the store that was built and use Claude to improve the positioning, the copy, the product page, the offer, the frequently asked questions page, the homepage sections, and the overall brand direction. And again, the prompt that I used is in the cheat sheet for you. Now, that's the lazy workflow. Build Your Store gives you the functional store, and Claude helps make it sound and feel more like a real brand. And if you're building this for dropshipping or e-commerce, this is also where AutoDS fits in, because building the store
is one part, but after that, the business still needs products, pricing, stock monitoring, fulfillment, and overall automation. So the bigger stack becomes Build Your Store for building your store, Claude for the branding and the copy, and AutoDS for your dropshipping or your e-commerce automation. And now your offer becomes more valuable than just, I'll make you a Shopify store. It becomes, I'll help you launch the foundation of your e-commerce business. And also, do you remember method number 1? You can add content creation as an upsell for this. So after you build a store, you can say something along the lines of, do you also want me to create UGC style videos for your product so that you can have content ready to post on the day that you launch? That's how these methods start connecting. But check it out, we can actually take it one step further, because now the customer has a store and content, and the next thing they need is the actual marketing plan. And that's where method number 3 comes in. So the third method is AI marketing kits. This is one of really my favorite because it can be sold by itself, but it also makes the other 2 offers feel a lot more valuable. A marketing kit is basically a complete package that tells the business what to say, who they're targeting, what content they should be posting, what offers they can run, and what visuals they should be creating. And a lot of businesses don't just need a website, they need a strategy behind that website. They need their messaging, they need different hooks, they need captions, they need ad ideas or image ideas or a just overall general content direction. A business doesn't have time for all this, so that's where you're coming in, or where your app is coming in. So instead of just selling a random deliverable, you can sell a complete marketing kit. You can offer this on Fiverr as, I'll create a complete AI marketing kit for your brand. Or you can add it to the Shopify store offer. I'll build your store and include a full marketing kit so you know exactly how to launch it. Or you can add it to the content offer. I'll create the marketing kit and turn it into short form videos for you. And the cool thing is that Claude can create most of this for you if you give it the right information. Just take the prompt from the cheat sheet and paste it onto Claude. So to create our marketing kit, it's something that's really easy. All you have to do is just go ahead and check out the cheat sheet that I have for you. Again, just drop down below what your favorite laziest way to make money is using Claude, and I'll go ahead and link you to the cheat sheet. But in it, you're gonna have this prompt right here. So you're gonna have this entire prompt on here. All you have to do is after this, go ahead and send. We don't have to switch it over to Claude Code or any of that stuff. We just go ahead and paste it as is, and then we're gonna let it do its thing. So you're gonna have 2 different options when you paste this in. First off, you can either talk directly to Claude and have it done through here, or it's going to ask you if you want to do a reusable template or system, which is the way that I'm going to tell you to do it, or the way that I'm going to tell Claude to do it. You can go either way, whichever one works best for you, but I am going to go with the fill in the blank framework, which is essentially going to create a little mini in-house website for us that only we have access to. And after it does its thing, then you're going to get something like this. Now, this is right now a prototype. I'm going to make a couple of extra changes to it that's going to make it a bit better for you. But overall, this is going to be just the general vibe and how it's going to work. So first off, you can have something like a business name. So let's do Mario's toy store. Audience is going to be, let's say millennials. Was that how you spell millennials? I hope so. But what do I sell? Let's see. I'm going to sell nostalgic products along with Y2K or millennial vibe products. Yep, totally misspelled millennial. 2 N's, there you go. Okay. Brand tone, I want to do something fun, nostalgic, and witty. And if we have any product images, we can go ahead and upload those as well. But we can, after this, go ahead and build our brand kit. And then it's going to start giving us all of this information. So right now it's doing a customer and brand research. Then it's going to give us our offer and our website copy, some social media content ideas, and visual assets. So let's just give it a second to do its thing. All right, so then it's going to give us our ideal customer. So Mario's Toy Store ideal customer is a millennial ages 28 to 44 who grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, 100%. It gives us the demographics, the mindset, emotionally driven buyers who attach meaning to and identity to retro pop culture objects. This is so spot on, it's crazy. Then we have customer pain points, so hard to find authentic nostalgia, generic gifts from fellow millennials. We have common objections, so is this stuff actually good quality? Like, people are going to be asking these things, right? Isn't this overpriced for toys? And it gives you a solution. So reframe the purchase as investing in a mood, a memory, or a one-of-a-kind gift, not just buying any old trinket. Will it actually look good in my space?
Then you can also use lifestyle imagery and customer photos showing how Mario Toy Store pieces double as aesthetic decor and sparks joy and conversation. This so far is actually pretty spot on. We have different buying motivations or motivators. We have a brand positioning over here, and we have then our offer and website copy. We have our main offer. We even have a headline. So your childhood called, it wants you to treat yourself. Yeah, it does. We have different benefits, product descriptions for products that we could be offering. We have different CTAs or calls to actions, and even frequently asked questions. Then we have bundle and promotional ideas and our entire social media content strategy. So we have content pillars, we have different hooks, different short form video ideas. We even have scripts and captions, along with a posting calendar and a few other call to actions for people to comment. Then we have the different visual assets. So we have prompts to create our different images, along with different image concepts for our products. So as you can see, this is very straightforward, very powerful, and it gives us everything that we need to offer our customers, everything they need to market their own stores or their own businesses. This is something that you can sell simply as a service, but you can also make it feel more premium by packaging it nicely. So you can put it into a Google Doc. You can turn it into a PDF. You can add the client's brand name, add a launch checklist, add content ideas, any visual prompts. And if you're also using tools like Higgsfield or CreateUGC, you can turn some of those ideas into actual visuals or videos or visual assets. So instead of the customer just getting ideas, they get a complete plan. And again, you can package this in multiple different ways. A basic package could be your marketing kit only, and a standard package could be the marketing kit plus content scripts. And the premium package could be marketing kit plus store copy plus AI UGC videos. And now you're not just selling prompts, you're selling essentially a clear business plan. You're selling a launch plan. You're selling the business owner a shortcut. Now, here's where everything gets really interesting. Each one of these methods can make money by themselves. You can sell AI content creation, you can sell Shopify store creation, and you can definitely sell AI marketing kits. But the bigger opportunity is combining all three of them. Because think about what a beginner e-commerce seller actually needs. They need a store. They need their branding. They need product page copy. They need a marketing plan, and they definitely need content, and they need somewhere to send their traffic to. And if they're doing dropshipping or e-commerce, then they definitely need automation. So instead of selling one small service, you can create a full e-commerce launch package. The workflow would look something along the lines of this. So step 1 is you build the store with Build Your Store. Step 2, you use Claude to rebrand and improve the store. Step 3, use Claude to generate the marketing kit. Step 4, use CreateUGC or Claude plus Higgsfield to create the content. Step 5, use AutoDS if it's a dropshipping or e-commerce store and they need automation. Now, your offer can go from I'll build your Shopify store to something like I'll create your full e-commerce launch kit with a Shopify store, brand messaging, marketing plan, and AI content. That sounds way more valuable and a way bigger bang for their buck. And the crazy part is that you're not doing completely different work. You're using the exact same workflow that we just went over. You're just packaging it better. And that's why I don't want you to think of Claude as just a chat bot. Think of Claude like an operator behind the business. It helps you research, it helps you write, and it helps you package the offer. It also helps you create the strategy. And when you combine it with tools like Build Your Store, CreateUGC, Higgsfield, and AutoDS, now you're not just generating ideas, you're building actual things that people pay for. So those are the laziest ways that I would use Claude to make money online. And if you really want to learn how you can start making AI UGC videos with Claude and Higgsfield, then check out this video right here.